Okay, guys, how are you doing today? It's a pleasure to have you here. Yes, and my name is Tolu of CSAFOREX, Common Sense Approach to Forex Trading. And what we're going to be doing now is to look at some instruments, some trades that we have that we picked up today. Actually posted this in a couple of places, but was yet to do a video about it. So I thought, well, why don't we do a video to explain our thought process with respect to the entry, the exit, the analysis, and the whole nine, right? So great. So now this is the EurUsd we have in front of us. And if you look at the daily time frame for a while now, on the daily time frame, the trend for a while has been to the downside, right? And of course, for this year, 2022, the trend has been also to the downside. So the best thing to do is to look for longs. Looking at what we have over here, if you look very well, you have this pattern of this wedge, right? So that means that based on this wedge that we have over here, one could have easily gotten an entry over here, which actually coincides with this area of formal support turned to resistance. As you can see, it hit there and then it dropped. Or you could have gotten, just like I did, an entry over here. For me to get an entry over here, I already had the thought process that my directional bias is to the downside. So what did I do? I switched over to like the 1 hour stroke 30 minutes time frame and then look for areas of interest. If you look over here, we have this area which happens to be a very important area where you have a look at resistance, 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 resistance here, and you have another form of resistance here. And of course, if you have a look here, support, 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 and then we had the same thing here where we have some form of resistance here. So these areas are very, very key, important areas to focus on. So if you look, we got an entry when price pulled back close to this area of resistance. You can see we wrote shorts here and then we got an entry, and now the price is currently at the area of support. Is it going to break and then use this area as new resistance to drop further, or is it going to bounce from here and then push higher? I really don't know. I'm just paying attention to what I have in front of me, looking at the strength of the euros and also the dollars, and also based on what's happening fundamentally. We know, obviously, for a while now with the issues of the war in Ukraine, that has affected the eurozone, especially based on gas prices, right? So we pay attention to everything, the fundamentals, and then combine with the technicals that will give us a better understanding of what to look at, going into the day. Also, I had this privilege of jumping into the dollar yen. These are the two trades I have running for this week. Yes. If you look very well, this area here also marked up. If you look, we had some form of support, 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 some resistance, resistance. So this has more or less acted as a form of flip zone. Flip zone is an area that acts as support and resistance at the same time, just like we have here: resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance. And you can see, as I was privileged to get my entry when it came back to this area today. Today obviously is the 5th of April 2022. As it came here, I was able to get an entry longs, and then it's pushing higher. As it's pushing higher, what I'm looking out for now is a test of this area here, this other flip zone here, to find out whether it's going to bounce or whether it's going to break. Use this as a form of launching pad for buyers at support, and then push higher. Yes, push higher, meaning that this is going to be my final take profit area. I repeat, it's going to be my final take profit area based on this resistance. So from what I have over here, if we switch over to the daily time frame, you see that the daily time frame for a little while now has been to the upside. So why don't we follow it to the upside? For the year thus far, the year has also been bullish. Since 2021 January, it has been bullish as well, and this is the dollar yen. So you need to always ensure that you have a directional bias and then you follow it no matter what. If it is a loss, accept the loss. If it's a winner, then of course you know it's going to take care of the losses that we would incur. And the truth now is that we're all going to have losses at the end of the day. It is part of the business. So I'm going to keep it short here. I'm going to do another update tomorrow. And then if I have any other thing on the radar, I'll obviously post up for us all to try to take advantage. And if you have any questions to ask, feel free to comment in the section below. And of course, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if it made any sense. This is something that we do on repeat. We do analysis based on price action, support and resistance. And you could also throw in your Fibonacci retracement if you want, as a form of confluence to give you that much needed, confidence to pull the trigger. So if this video was helpful, you know what to do. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to see any analysis on any instrument whatsoever, comment as well, and let's see what we can do for you. Thank you guys. It's indeed been a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of the day and trade safely. Goodbye.